And let's move that out of the way again. Now then, I have got something absolutely amazing to show you right now. You are going to love it. Okay. So, it's in here. You know how I normally draw you pictures on a board? Well, I've made it a bit smaller today. I've drawn a picture on a board, okay? Because I thought it would be really good to talk about one of Jesus's special friends. One of Jesus's special friends called Andrew, okay? And so I've drawn you a picture of Andrew, okay, on my board. Took me ages and ages to do this last night. So we'll just have a little look and we'll see my picture of Andrew. Are you ready? There it is. Isn't that good? Isn't that just fantastic? It's, what's the matter? Ah! I brought the wrong picture. I brought the picture without the picture instead of the picture with the picture. And that's no good, is it? Because you wanted to see the picture with the picture, didn't you? Maybe I just dropped it. Well, maybe I did. But I'll tell you what, I'll have to draw it again, won't I? Shall I draw it again? Okay, that's fine then. Right, so let's have a look. I've got a pen here somewhere. There we are, a pen. Okay, now then, I'll just get the eyes right, because do you know what? The most difficult part of any portrait is the eyes. And we need to get them right. Now, if you practice for a long, long time, you might become as good as me at drawing. Okay, there we are. There's the eyes. Right. I don't know why you're laughing. I think they're rather good eyes myself, personally. Now, I'll tell you what, we're going to have some ears because, do you know what? If you haven't got ears, you can't see very well. Do you know why? There's nowhere to hook your glasses. It's true. Okay, so we'll have ears there and an ear there. Okay, ear. Right, now we need the top of the head, so we'll put that one in there. And we need the bottom of the head. So we'll put that in there. And we better have a mouth, hadn't we? Okay, so. Okay, that's looking good. A nose, otherwise he won't be able to smell. Some hair, maybe. And he was a fisherman, so I'm kind of drawing, you know, fisherman type person, okay? So, a beard. There we are. How's that then? Any resemblance to anybody here is purely coincidental. Good. Okay, that's all right then. So I'll put my pen back down there. So that's brilliant. So we've got Andrew now. That's absolutely fantastic. Now then, Andrew was one of Jesus's disciples. His brother was called Peter. What's the matter? He moved his eyes. It's a picture. Pictures don't move, okay? There is no... No. Eyes on pictures do not move. There is no way that... Look, eyes on pictures do not move. There is no way his... What did you put in the coffee this morning? Mass hallucinations. It's very worrying. No eyes moving here. No. It was right in the middle, right there. Ah! It moved. They do say that if you're a really great artist, the eyes on portraits follow you around the room, don't they? See, I must be a really great artist, mustn't I? That's what it is. Yes. Oh, wow. Hey, wouldn't it be amazing if my picture was coming alive? Wouldn't it be fantastic if Andrew could talk to us? I can. Was that you? Are you sure? It was Andrew. Oh, yes. Oh, wow, that is amazing. Can you really talk to us? I can. Oh, that's great. Fantastic. Hey, listen. There's about 1 million questions that I have always wanted to ask somebody who knew Jesus. Okay, go on. Oh, wow, I get to ask the question. Tell me, Andrew, what was the thing that you remember most about Jesus? That's easy. Go on then. The way he loved everyone. Oh, fantastic. That's great. But listen. So I can think of a great story that showed how much he loved people. Yeah. Do you remember that time you were out on the hillside? Oh, yeah. That was lots of stories. Well, yeah, it was lots of stories. Yes, you're quite right. Okay, this is the one where Jesus went out onto the hillside and all of these hundreds and thousands of people followed him. And he sat there and he taught them all day long. Oh, yeah, I remember that. And he said the greatest things and he told the greatest stories and it was absolutely fantastic. And do you know what? People were so excited about listening to him that they listened all the way through lunchtime. Can you imagine listening to your teachers in school without bothering to stop for lunch? No. Okay, me neither. But that's what they did with Jesus. And then they listened all through tea time too. They listened all through tea time as well. And they didn't even you're feeling hungry already, aren't you? I can see. They didn't realize that they were hungry. That's right. Jesus was amazing. He was amazing. And then listen, it got to the end of the day. And we said to Jesus, he ought to send everyone home. Well, I should think so too, because it was time for them to eat, wasn't it? That's right. They were hungry. Well, true, yes. So did Jesus just send them all home? Oh, no. Well, what did he do then? He said, you feed them. You feed them? Yeah, us. But did you have lots of food with you? Oh, no. Did you have lots of money? No. Were there any shops nearby? No. So, no food? That's right. No shops? That's right. No money? That's right. Well, what were you supposed to do? I don't know. Well, I'm sure you didn't know. So that's a bit of a problem. How many people were there? Well, it said there were 5,000 men. 5,000 men? Yeah. What about the women and children? They didn't count. Oh, I see. So there were probably about at least 10,000, if not more. Yeah, that's right. Hills were covered. The hills were covered. And you were supposed to feed them? Yeah. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? It is. Well, what did you do? Well, we couldn't do anything. I see. But. I love it when there's a but. There was this little lad. A little lad? Like one of these guys here? Yeah, just like them. I see. And what about him? Well, he came up to me. Yeah. And he said, here, mister. Yeah. You can have my packed lunch. Oh, that's really sweet of him. You can have your packed lunch. Yeah. What did he have? 5 little bread rolls and 2 little fish. 5 little bread rolls? That's right. And 2 little fish. Yeah. Andrew, that wasn't going to be a lot of use, was it? Not really, no. How many people were there? About 10,000. 5 little bread rolls, 2 little fish. That really wasn't going to help you, was it? Nah. Do you know what? What? All the other disciples laughed. Oh, that was a bit mean of them. I know. They were like that. Oh, I see. Right, okay. What did you do? Well, I took him to Jesus. Oh, right, okay. That was probably a good thing to do. Yeah, was. Good. So you took the little lad to Jesus with his 5 little bread rolls. Yeah. And his 2 little fishes. Yeah. And what did Jesus do? Did he laugh as well? No way. Okay. What did he do then? Well, he took the loaves. Yeah.
And he took the fish, and he said, make everyone sit down.
All right. So did you make everybody sit down?
Yeah, covered the hillside.
Okay. Then what?
He looked up to heaven.
Yeah.
He said, thank you to God.
Yeah.
And then he started to break up the bread rolls.
All right.
That's not easy to say.
You're right, it's not. And so he broke up the bread rolls,
Gave them to us and said, give them to the people.
oh, wow. So you gave them to the people. Well, that would have maybe given them the first 10 people. What happened after that?
We kept going.
You kept going?
Yeah,
What do you mean you kept going?
the bread didn't run out.
The bread didn't run out.
No,
So you just kept on giving out bread
yeah,
and giving out bread
yeah,
and giving out bread.
yeah,
But that's amazing.
I know.
What about the fish?
Same thing.
What, you gave that out to everybody as well?
Yeah,
2 little fishes?
yeah, just carried on.
But that's incredible.
I know. It was a miracle.
Well, it was a miracle. You're quite right. Yes, that is absolutely awesome.
I know.
But what do you think would have happened if that little boy didn't bring his packed lunch to Jesus?
Don't know. They'd have all been hungry, I suppose.
Or maybe Jesus would have had to find some other way of doing it. But do you know, it's amazing that he brought it.
I know.
Do you think that when he was looking at all of those people, he maybe kind of had this discussion inside of his head?
What discussion?
Well, the one that goes, I haven't got much. I could give it to Jesus, though. Yeah, but that'd be really silly. Yeah, but you could do it. Yeah, but what's that going to do with 5,000 people? Yeah, but if you give it to Jesus, yeah, but I haven't got much.
You talk to yourself a lot, don't you?
Yeah, I do. But do you think that kind of went on inside of his head?
I think it did.
But then he decided that he would give it to Jesus and see what happened.
Yeah, that was good, wasn't it?
That was really good, yeah. Do you think maybe that for some of us, we've kind of got that same discussion?
Maybe.
Kind of, I can't do much.
Yeah, I haven't got much. I can't do anything.
Bit like the duck, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And what could Jesus do with it?
Yeah. And do you think maybe we kind of are afraid to bring what we have got to Jesus because we think it's not enough?
Well, I think we felt like that sometimes.
I think you probably did, yeah. But what would you say, Andrew, to anybody who was kind of feeling a bit that way?
Well, do what the little boy did. Give what you've got to Jesus and see what he'll do.
That's pretty simple, isn't it? Give what you got to Jesus and see what he'll do with it. Do you know, there's not one of us that couldn't do that, is there? Because there's not one of us that hasn't got anything. We've all got something, even if it's really, really tiny.
Give it to Jesus.
That's a good one, that is. I like that. Yeah. You've got a wise old with shoulders.
I haven't got any shoulder.
Suppose that's true. Okay. Well, listen, Andrew.
Yeah, I haven't finished.
Oh, you haven't finished? I thought I'd got to the end.
No.
Oh, all right then. Okay. Where are we going from there?
Well, you were talking about the way Jesus loved people.
Yeah.
Well, the thing that showed his love the most, you have.
Oh, I see. That's a bit sad. Did I miss?
The cross.
The cross. Joe, you're not wrong.
I know.
When Jesus died on the cross, that really showed how much he loved us.
Of course it did.
Well, that's fantastic. So how does it show he loved us? Are you going to tell everybody?
I guess.
Go on then.
Well, when he died on the cross, he was being punished for all the things that I've done wrong.
Oh, great. Yes, of course he was. And the things I've done wrong.
That's right.
And the things done wrong by anyone who believes and trusts in him.
Yeah, that's right.
That is really showing love, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
So, do you know what, Andrew?
Yeah,
When I was a little girl, probably younger than that little lad that brought his packed lunch,
yeah.
I said to Jesus, I'm really sorry for what I've done wrong. Please, would you forgive me and come and live in my life?
You know what? He could do that.
I know he could do that. He did that.
Yeah, that's why he came back to life again.
So that he could come and live in people's lives and forgive them. That's right. Yeah.
So you know what?
What?
He can do that for anybody here.
Well, actually, yes, he can. If you've never asked Jesus to come and live in your life before, if you've never asked him to forgive you and to be your friend, then you could do that this morning.
And that'd be great.
It would be absolutely incredible. Because then you can bring what you've got to Jesus and see what he does with it. Because that's kind of the first step, really. You can't bring what you've got until you've come. Does that make sense? It kind of does, doesn't it? So I'll tell you what, Andrew. We're going to think about that.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, right, okay. But it is kind of time for you to go.
Really?
Really.
I don't like this bit.
Oh, I'm sorry. But you've got to, all right?
Oh dear.
So I'm going to take my cloth
Yeah.
and I'm going to start rubbing you out again.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear. Okay. So,
Okay. I'll say goodbye. Goodbye.
and I'll have my cloth. And, okay, what should we do first then? How about the beard? Yeah? Okay. Here goes the beard. There we go. There we go. There we are.
That was a close shave.
Yeah. How about the ears? Would that, or the nose maybe? Let's take the nose, okay? There you are. There you are. Now how are you going to smell?
Pretty terrible.
And what about the ears? There we go.
That's a relief. Can't hear her anymore.
And, okay, what about the top of the head? There we are. There.
Okay, that's gone.
Okay, just the mouth to go now then, and then the eyes. The eyes. No, the mouth first, I think. Mouth first.
Okay.
There we are. And finally, the eyes. There we are. All gone. Disappeared. But I'm glad he came, because we've got a lot to think about there, haven't we? All those things about giving what we've got to Jesus, even if it's only little. Asking Jesus to forgive us and come and live in our lives and be our friend if we've never done that before. Maybe this morning, that's something that you want to do. I'm going to put my picture back in its bag, and you can think about that while I do that. Of course, first you've got to open the bag and defy gravity. That's better. Oh, maybe I'll just put the picture down. Might be easier. There we go. Okay. We've got a song to finish with that kind of brings that home and says, "Here I am, Lord. Is it I, Lord? I've heard you calling. I will do whatever you want me to do, basically. I'll go there if you lead me. You can have whatever I've got." So as we sing it, let's just think about what we're bringing to God, what we're offering to him. Okay? And let's bring ourselves